Just in case you're wondering, no, the 30-second video from yesterday was not my actual Vlogdriver video, and yes, I did upload a full-length Vlogdriver video for April 1st, but it was taking forever to process, and so it probably didn't appear in your subscription windows until this morning. So if you haven't seen it yet, then this video will be a response to it. Go watch it. It's about good teachers, but this video is about bad teachers. Now, I'm not going to mention any bad teachers that I've had specifically, because first of all, I actually haven't had that many. I mean, the few that I've had have been really, really bad and they really stand out, but honestly, in comparison to the good teachers I've had, I haven't had that many bad ones. Plus, it could get a little awkward if any of those teachers actually, saw this video. So instead, for today's Rant Friday, I'm going to talk about 5 all too prevalent but very, very bad qualities found in teachers. Bad quality number 1, the "it's them, not me" attitude. I will be the first to admit that much as we might try to reach every single student, it's not always going to happen. It doesn't matter how good a teacher you are, you're always going to have some students who are just going to flat out refuse to learn anything in your class. That being said, when you are consistently flunking class after class after class, then you've got to start to consider the possibility that the fault might not be with the students. And yet, so many teachers refuse to acknowledge that their teaching style might be flawed. Bad quality number 2, singling out attitudes. Now, this can include one of 2 things. It can include playing favorites, which a lot of teachers do, and it can also include needlessly embarrassing or ridiculing some kid in front of the entire class. But mainly, these are teachers who feel like they have to completely write off a certain set of students. Rather than try to gear their teaching in such a way so that everyone can understand it, they will focus their teaching specifically on one set of students and completely leave out another set of students. And mainly this means they're not teaching the kids who really need it. Bad quality number 3, soapbox teachers. As the name implies, these are the teachers who will use their classroom as an excuse to spout off on whatever belief they happen to hold. As a teacher, you have to remain objective and you have to give your kids license to think for themselves and make their own decisions. You can't push them into a certain way of thinking. You hear that? Are you listening, Christian Wright? You can't push them in. They're not listening. Bad quality number 4, teachers who take out their bad moods on their students. These teachers are just plain unprofessional. They cannot separate whatever is happening in their home life from their school life. Being a teacher means being an actor. If you're having a really crummy day, you can't let that show when you're up in front of your kids. It's not their fault you're having a crummy, well, maybe it is, but regardless, you cannot take it out on your kids. Bad teaching quality number 5, factory teaching. These are the deadbeats who are just there to collect a paycheck, who think that every kid coming through is the same and that they just have to attach the headlights. And this, I think, is what Dan Brown was talking about in his open letter to educators. If your teaching style is such that you are doing nothing more than presenting facts that the kids can look up on their own anyway, then you are irrelevant as a teacher. You can't just present facts. You have to present them with ways to use those facts, and you have to teach them how to think for themselves. And if you're not presenting your kids with anything new or anything they can't learn for themselves, then you've got to refer them to somebody who can. And there are 5 qualities of bad teachers. I'm sure I left some out, so please tell me some more qualities of bad teachers that you know of in the comments, and I'll see you Sunday. Bye now. Tomorrow's guest driver, Chateau of a Doubt.